Sorry, I've just been searching for a drink for about, don't even know what time it is. What time is it? About 15 minutes. I was on the phone to my sister and forgot what time it was. Um, you know when you put a drink down in your house, looking for a brew, and I don't know where it is. I'll probably spot it in a minute. It's probably on that shelf behind me. No. I've got something interesting to say. See if anyone's picked up on it. Q News. Let's see if anyone comes in. Let me go and find it anyway. So right. Let's see if anyone says hi while I'm just looking for something. Hi, Jimmy Digital. I'm just... yeah. Hi, Mimi. So I'm not going to be staying on long because I've got stuff to do. But I just thought, and I haven't. This isn't really charged. So what I wanted to say was, there's something on that was on Charlie Ward today, which I told a lot of you about, and I've just seen a reply, which I'm just going to take. You need some of Charlie's subs. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. I just want to say, no, actually, I'll start. Yeah. So, Charlie Ward, a lot of people have been watching him. You know, some people say there's some bits of in certain things, but that might just be the people he has on his interviews, not sure. The only thing that makes me laugh about it all is how quickly he came into it, how quickly he got subs. But that's not a big thing, that's just one of them things like, and hi Von Craig, and the only thing that makes me laugh with it all is I think it's more of a channel for people who are just coming across Q, people who are just seem to be waking up to Q. That's what it seems to be to me, because what I will tell you is, if anyone's from over that channel, is a lot of things he says are not bad. It's just people go, oh, how do you know this? And he'll say, from my intelligence, whatever. All you have to do is research Q from the beginning and you'll see it all there. So what Charlie's saying, and I'm not saying Charlie's bad, I'm saying what he's saying is all there. Some of the things he doesn't tell you, like for instance, he was going on about Putin. I knew Putin was good. I knew Putin was in with Trump. What he didn't say was ages and ages ago, because some people don't delve deep on it, is I could, freak, I could, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like not long after Trump got on, it could have been 2017, 18, I'm not quite sure. It was something like D-Day or something like that, where all the world leaders were in, I'm not quite sure it was, they were in the EU, I think. And so don't judge me on where it was, what actually year it was in. And they all went over, and Putin, you know, the two P's, Putin and POTUS, they're all sat there, Trump's in the middle of Macron and all them assholes, and then the Putin walks in last, like, yeah, it was hilarious. The people who were on Q and watching it at the time, because like I said, it's so great to watch, were like, whoa, go on, Putin. And he's like walking in, well, walking down where they were all sat. He looks at Trump, gives a thumbs up and sits down. Now, all you had to do was watch all the corrupt leaders there, sat next to Trump, their faces were fuming. Macron and everyone all like, and Putin just walked in, cocky, like, yeah, yeah, we've got it all. Thumbs up, sits next to Trump, and it was like, oh my God, it was hilarious. Yeah, I've seen Charlie Essence's freak TV thing. I do watch him. I do like it. And I know all about that stuff. And Charlie Freak Essence is really good because obviously he talks about the other stuff beyond the veil and stuff like that, which I'm into as well. But I'm just saying, and also some people might have missed on who aren't big QAnon digging deep. Like, I don't even know if Charlie Ward knows this, but because it seems to be like, I don't know if he's dug that deep on it. Those of you who've been on from the beginning, is Putin also, and this is out there, ages and ages ago, because Q's told us all about this, this is why I said this movie, watching it all roll out. Every dog, well, oh no, not every dog has it day, that's another one to do with John McCain, no name, was something about passing the ball. What was it now? The ball's in your court. And then it was another meeting with Putin a while back. I'll admit that it was a while back. Weeks before that was put out, a couple of months before, he goes to meet Putin. Putin has a football and goes, it's something on the lines of, here's a football, where the ball's in your court now, meaning we didn't know if there was a hidden microchip in the ball. Some people might go, what? You know, yeah, exactly. HR was HRC was emails. The emails of that, but maybe something was in that ball, or it was just a saying to match up with what the codes were saying. With Q, yeah, we're in the ball. That's what we all assumed, it was in the ball, or it was just a thing to say, you know, like, and it matched up with what Q said weeks before, which was the ball's in your court. Putin said the ball's in your court. Give the ball to Trump, and Trump said, yeah, Melania, give it to Barron. He's good at playing football. Something like that. It's all there. We've seen it. So I knew Putin was good, and people shouting out Charlie's Putin good, Putin good. I knew that. There's a lot of things. A lot of us know that I've been following Q very deeply. I don't follow Q very deeply now because I can see it happening as it comes out. So it's just dead funny when you get people saying, ooh, my intelligence. It's like, just go and research Q, you'll find it all out. But like I say, there's a lot of people who are lazy that don't want to do it. There's a lot of new people that have come into it and they don't understand it. That's fair enough. But that channel seems to be me more like people who are just waking up or recently woke up or even a year ago woken up, and they've not done the digging deep, but they know bits. Personally, that's how I feel. Because he has a lot of people on his show who know about bits that don't know about bits. Like the girl that's been on, I've seen her on something like Dharma podcast, Dharma Life podcast, something like that. I've seen her before. She didn't know bits. So talking about Trump always going in an underground bunker. No, he's not. He doesn't need to go in an underground bunker. All he's got to do is, we know where he'll be. He's on Air Force One, which can be refueled in the air for weeks anyway when the shit hits the fan. You don't need to go in an underground bunker. I'm not saying he isn't, but we all know he's got Air Force One, and that's where Q said he will always be. Or has said he would be, but there's loads of things like that where we're like, and the biggest thing that I said the other day, remember when I said about Austin is not Q? I'm glad she turned around because someone asked, is Austin Q? And I was in that chat shouting out, no, he isn't, because a lot of us know, like I said the other day, no, he isn't. And I was waiting to see what Charlie said, and Charlie said a good thing. He said something like on the lines of, well, you know, I can't remember what he said, but he said something like, if he was a CIA, FBI agent or whatever, you're not going to shout out on YouTube who you are. And are you? That's what I said the other day. You're not going to say you're Q because he'd be like, oh, that guy's Q. Well, we know where he is. Don't think they won't be able to track you down and we'll kill you. You're not going to put yourself on YouTube like that. So no, he isn't Q. And most of us know that. But that's why Q has always said, watch who you follow. That guy isn't Q. So when Charlie came back with what he said, I'm glad that he said that and was just like, well, and they even asked about the King guy, and I think he said something about that because I'm not on board with that. I'm not saying it's not true, I'm just not on board with it at the minute, or if I ever will be. I don't even think we need a monarchy, full stop. But just saying. But like Charlie did say, he's just trying to find the truth out as well. But I did have to laugh again when Charlie said something about somebody told him that Trump's been watching him and Charlie Freak, and it's one of his favourite best truthing channels. Well, I just thought... yeah, fair enough, but, you know, I think Q watch a lot of people. They do know. It's a bit like the Christmas Chronicle film at the end where they can see, they know what's going on. They've got everything. They know who the digital warriors are. They know what people are doing. And I think they watch a lot of truthers, do you know what I mean? Because it's like some people sometimes make out like they're the only ones that have just found out this news and just come into it. It's like, no. A lot of people have known this for a long time, but what a lot of people don't get is the ones before that fell off it and still think he's working for the cabal don't get that things have changed, and things do change, and things have changed, and things are happening, and it's totally different now to what it was, because the alliance has been in for a very long time. Just like Charlie said, he thinks it was from the 1960s. I think it was a bit more than that. I think it was earlier than that, and they may have gone underground to come out. So, you know, for this time, because there has been bits where they've come up and then they've gone down and things have happened, and you have to get, you know, and people moan about how quick it has to come out. That's what the usual people who first come into it start moaning. Well, why is it? How do you think we feel? All the people before us, it has to be done within the law, and how to get these people on different levels has to be very fine tuned, and you have to know who's who and what's what. And there's lots of people been playing in this in celebrity wise. I don't mean celebrity wise as the bad stuff that's been going on, but people planted of like agents that people thought were celebrities and so on and so forth, trying to catch these people out. So it's bonkers. I don't know how much food you can get on Air Force, but the thing is, if it can be refueled, I'm sure they can do something else as well. It can be refueled in the air. You only have to look at that. It can be refueled in the air, and they can stay up there because all you have to do is keep refueling it. So they can be off the ground. Yeah, but Jimmy wouldn't need to be in the air for weeks and weeks. He just needs to be out of the air when the shit hits the fan, basically. The thing is, we've won this. We've won it. We've won it. It's like I said this morning. Q's always said, enjoy the movie. It's a movie being played out basically for the sleeping people. I see it as those that need to wake up, that are starting to wake up. It all has to be about them, what they've been a part of, how they've been lied to, seeing it now with their own eyes with, you know, the vaccines and things that are going on, and things that aren't making sense and things that aren't adding up, and this has happened there, but they're reporting this over there. The real people. Like I said, loads of people go on about, oh, you know, social media is a problem. So we know social media is a problem. Social engineering is a problem. Talking about social media, it's not all bad. People think like, oh, someone said, or you heard someone say, no, we're listening to patriots around the world that are filming in their own areas. And we all know mainstream media lies, and we all know mainstream media twists everything Trump says. Because when you actually go and see a proper speech of what he's actually said, which I'm going to go into in a minute, you're like, oh, I thought mainstream media said he said this. Actually, he said this, but it wasn't meant the way they said it. Clear as day. Hi King, hi Mimi, got Ben, is it Benji, the Noble? Jimmy Digital, who else is up there? Von Craig. And the thing is, I don't like to put dates on anything anymore because I've done it and we get it wrong because sometimes the dates are different. We can't know everything. And I know Charles Ward was saying dates. You've got to be very careful with your dates, you know, because we've done it before. When the free money goes into my back, I'm on board. Free energy, free whatever. Yeah, but I'm on board anyway. I don't look into that. That's like either an here or there with me. It's just like, if that's a bonus at the end, then that's a bonus at the end. What's more important is that the evil gets stopped with the kids and stuff like that. That's the most important thing. If that never happened anyway, which I do believe it is, and it's happening, but that's not the most important thing, is it, at the end of the day? The most important thing is we want it to stop around the world, which it is doing. Anyway, talking about Trump and Q. Now, if you're a QAnon and you've been on Q for a while, you'll understand that Q has always said from the beginning, Israel is last. Now, when people think, there'll be a lot of people now with what he's just said now with Israel, they'll go, he's a Zionist, because that's all these people can say that don't research and regurgitate this thing all the time. Honestly, didn't know they were people as well as you. Well, thank you, Benji. I've been awake for quite a while. And I won't say woke, because that's a word being used. I'll say awake. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Roxanne, the Globalist Denier, is as well. We've been on it since the beginning. And there's a lot of people in the UK that I'm wondering are awake. But people seem to think, I think, because we're smaller channels, I don't think they see us. Because it's like with Charlie Ward, people seem to think he's in the UK. He's not in the UK. Yes, he's British, but he's not in the UK at the minute. They don't see us. I'm not a big deep diver on Q. I used to be. I used to talk a lot about it when it first came out, but I just watch now because I'm watching a show. I know I'm watching a movie roll out for everybody, but I don't think a lot of people come across us because YouTube is being censored, and I don't even think that's the big channels. It's the small channels as well. I know that because people don't get notifications. But yeah, but it just makes me laugh with certain things with Charlie Ward and some people that go on there and they're going, oh, we just know this. Like, yeah, we've known for a while. Like, you don't need secret people telling you stuff. You just need to go and research Q from the beginning properly, and you'll find it all out. But talking about that, now, like I said, Q has always said Israel for last, and I always think that's part of mainstream media as well, because I think of the Rothschilds and all that. But let's just go over to what I saw today, just before, and thought we must be at marker 10 now nearly, and there's 17 in chat right now. I told you Q, watch 17 like the alphabet, Q's in the house. By the way, this used to happen all the time. If anyone's been in my chat for a while, when I used to talk about Q a lot, I used to always get 17, and it used to stick there for quite a while, which makes me laugh. Synchronicities. So if you want to stay there, 17, you can. But Trump has just done something, and it makes me think there's 10 markers. This is a marker to me on we're nearly there. We know we're nearly there with all this. We're not that far off November, even if it happens before. But let's just go and see. Yeah, alignment. Yep. What Trump's just said. Oh, President Trump delivers a statement. What statement's that? Let's have a look. Anyone get where I'm coming from?
I expect more Arab and Muslim. Well, thank you very much. This is very important.
This is where people freak out who don't know.
Event, and I want to just congratulate all of the people standing behind me because they have done an incredible job. This is something that hasn't been done in more than 25 years. Just a few moments ago, I hosted a very special call with two friends, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu
Israel
and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed of the United Arab Emirates, where they agreed to finalize a historical peace agreement. Everybody said this would be impossible. And as you know, Mohammed is one of the great leaders of the Middle East. After 49 years, Israel and the United...
After 49 years, things that make you go, the things that make you go, the things that make you go, yeah.
Arab Emirates will fully...
Hey, but Trump's not doing anything, is it? Some people will report, yeah.
...normalize their diplomatic relations. They will exchange embassies and ambassadors and begin cooperation across the board. And
this is where people who don't know and don't understand Q or Trump and think he's working for the cabal go, oh my God, that's it. He's working for that. He's a Zionist. And you're just like, for God's sake, people, go and do your research. Yes, USA Lurum. I can't even say USA Lurum. This is where you'll get loads of people shouting out, oh my God, do you know he's not, don't you know he's a Zionist? It's like, oh my God, you people, I'm not even going to say the words that Q normally says, these people are stupid. Do you know what I mean?
On a broad range of areas, including tourism, education, healthcare, trade, and security. This is a truly historic moment, not since the Israel-Jordan peace treaty.
This isn't just about this peace thing. This is about, it's more than what people know.
More than 25 years ago, has so much progress been made towards peace in the Middle East? By uniting two of America's closest and most capable partners in the region, something which said could not be done, this deal is a significant step towards building a more peaceful, secure, and prosperous Middle East.
Yes.
Now that the ice has been broken, I expect more Arab and Muslim countries will follow the...
Now that the ice has been broken, it sounded like he said, now that ISIS has been broken, because we all know who's a part of that, Obama. Obama and the Bush family. Don't hear of ISIS anymore, do you? 17 still in the house. Q is watching right now.
Arab Emirates lead, and I want to just thank them for being... It's not surprising, knowing Mohammed so well, it's not surprising they are in that lead position, and normalize relations with...
All this was done a while back. I'm not going to play it all because you can check it out yourself. I don't say when JFK Jr. is going to show anymore because the dates, I wouldn't put the dates on it, but the time will be right when the time's right. All that know that he's there. No, we've seen him. I've seen him at the rallies. I've done my own work. He's a bit like Where's Wally? He wanted to be an actor. He was a lawyer as well. He's the Punisher. The Punisher for his father and the Punisher for, you know, quite a lot of stuff. Punisher for these pirates because we were on sea law with them. The Punisher for these pirates that have been taking all our stuff, our children, everything. everything. That's why the money will be given back in whatever the way they give it back to the world, because we've all been stolen from. They are pirates. People would be like, what? Oh, they are pirates. We've been on sea law for a very, very long time. Hey, it could be Christmas. Because I always think of the Christmas Chronicles. If you don't know, that is a Q film and it is on Netflix. Yes, we know what Netflix are, but remember, there's a lot of things coming out recently with different films and different things of that by the White Hats. We all know that anyway. This battery is about to go in a minute. That's why I'm not staying on long. But this is what I'm saying. You don't need to be having people going, oh, my sources say. You just need to go and check Q out. But there's a lot of people who don't understand it. And that's all right, because really, it's a bit late to get on the Q train now. Of what we've seen from the beginning was the best ride ever. It was just amazing with what's going on. We're just sitting back now and watching the movie roll out, because this... Thank you, Benjin. I'm glad you're new in here. It's nice to have new people in. You know, we're under the grace of God, universal law. We're not under man-made laws, which is by these sort of Satanist people. They think they're better than the universal law. Shall I hit my first ever light? You can do. So, like I said, and Austin, whatever his face is, isn't Q. That is not how Q works. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's gone up to 17 again. But like I said, you know, there's great things happening. It's a movie we're watching now. This is for the people, because there's a lot of people that don't believe it. Like you said, the people can't be told, they've got to be shown. And this is what's happening through mainstream media and everything else. As bad or as evil as some as it looks, it's just showing people, you know, about the virus and everything that's going on. These people are the virus. That's what's getting taken down. When's the next live? I don't know. I always say, seeing it. I just come on when I feel like it. You won't get notifications because that's YouTube. You just have to look out for me. I am on quite a bit. I used to be on every day. I'm not now. I come on in little dribs and drabs. I'm doing a Monday, every Monday, Mindset Monday, because people need Mindset Mondays for what's coming who are still a little bit asleep. Hi. I'm not going to say that virus in there because you shouldn't be here. You know you're going down soon. Because people are going to need healing, you know. And that's why they're suppressing the HCQ drug, because we all know it's been out for years. It heals a lot more than malaria. Or you can stay here if you want, little CC there, but you know you're going soon, you're going down. I don't know, you could be going to Gitmo as well, do you know what I'm saying? So, what's your star sign? Pisces. So, yeah, like I said, I just want to say, I'm glad that Charlie Ward said that. Still a bit like, well, what? But, you know, Trump watches the best truthers ever. There's a lot of truthers out there, so I'll big everybody up on YouTube who are truthing it. Oh, I got my favourite number in there, number 7 heaven, favourite number on 17, Q's in the house. You know, I'll say, I'll big it up to all the truthers out there. I got Roxanne the Globalist Denier, one of my friends. We've been on, us two girls have been on Q since the beginning. We used to get the mic taken out of us and everything. But we've been on it from the beginning. She does great stuff on that as well. There's lots of us out there that I've been shouting out about this for ages. So I'm sure that the Q team know about lots of truthers. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad he said that about Austin, because we all know that is not how Q works, and that is absolutely ridiculous. And if anyone can't critically think about that and can't see that that guy is not Q, then you need to go digging and you need to do a research on his background. And yeah, people are waking up. And also, see, it gets the new people, because new people who don't know properly about Q and how it works will go over there thinking, oh, this is great, because he has got a lot of subscribers. Be careful who you follow and do some research. Evening, sorry I'm late. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, people are waking up. We've been saying this for months. People are waking up. I've just heard off my sister. Other friends are waking up. They're waking up through all the bullshit, basically. The bullshit's put out there to wake people up as well. So it's all good. Hi, Josh. Hi, Red Eye Jedi. So like I said, it's brilliant. Like I said, we all knew about Putin. You know, it's nothing. If you're onto Q, you know all that. You don't need to say like, oh, I've got secret informants. It's like, I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying you go and research Q properly and you'll find all that out yourself. Great. So that was great stuff. Like I said, because Trump has just mentioned Israel, even though he's talking about Emirates and stuff like that, to me, that's still a big marker, because we got told Israel is for last. Oh, we know. Don't worry, little CC. Don't worry, little CC. You're a bit fake. You know, we all know you're going down and it's not real anyway. So, yeah, like I said, Israel for last. Oh, you always get trolls, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Doesn't bother me, quite used to that. So yeah, like I said, that's a marker to me because Israel's for last, and I think we were at number 9 on the sort of marker place. So it's all good. It's all good. I know some people don't like women talking about stuff. They think women don't know anything. Some people do. Keeping my kids off school now. New laws passed. Eye opening. Yeah, there's lots going on. I'm just going with flow, seeing what's going on. Like I said, watch the movie. It's a great movie. Get your popcorn in and watch what's going on. Watch the people awakening. Whether they're getting a bit mad at first, it's happening. Can't stop what's coming. Putin knew years ago, he said something to the UK about you can't even, look after your own children, meant in what's happening with the children. They've known over there for a very long time, certain stuff going on, obviously. So, like I said, and you've got people like Putin, King Jong-un and other people all in. See, people will go, oh, well, it's the same with the side. Oh, he's talking about Israel. It's because he's a Zionist. Watch the people say that. Those that don't know always regurgitate that silly thing. Yeah, they are fun. I've had all that before, though. Just take no notice of them now. It's just ridiculous. It is. I'll see you on Monday, man. Defo coming back to this channel. Remember, Benji Noble, favourite number 44, North West London. Love to have on. Well, are you from the UK, Benji? Where was you? Was you over on Charlie's channel? Where did you pop up from? Yeah, they're doing bubble things in schools and all that, aren't they? Some weird stuff. That was Waxman, but I'll have to ignore him a minute. That's my dad, by the way. He's coming on the channel sometimes. My dad was the one that woke me up a few years ago when I got onto the Great Awakening. And I did see a massive bucket of popcorn in at Morrison's the other day. I might have to get that because this is going to get quicker and quicker. You can see it happening. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Yeah, get my dad on. I don't think he'd come on camera, but he's been in chat. And when I used to do videos on JFK Jr. and numerology and all that a few years ago, when I used to really hammer that home, he used to come in quite a lot when I used to shout a lot of stuff out. But I don't need to now. It's just like it's happening. Yeah, man, I woke up from a nap. I'm quitting weed. Oh, I mean, I don't sleep, but yeah, I literally saw this on my Explore, which makes no. Oh, okay. I thought you were on Charlie Ward's channel. Well, there's my dad now hiding. He's just come in now with a pair of sunglasses on. Yeah, but defo was meant to come by this. Yeah, I think people come by the channels that they're meant to see. It's not that I'm a deep diver. We used to go a bit deep diving, didn't we, Dad, when I used to talk about stuff, and then a while back, but I don't need to because you can see it happening. People flapping and stuff. And I've just stirred off my sister today. A load of friends are even laughing about the mask thing now because it's just getting absolutely ridiculous, especially in this heat. So I was just saying, Dad, I've just mentioned about Trump and Israel, even though it's about, Emirates and all that, but that to me, it's a marker. It's Israel for last. We're getting there. We're nearly there. We're not that far off November. I think it might be before that. Shit may hit the fan. So yeah, now we have the right to homeschool, but they're going to be testing every week. I don't think it really matters about kids going back to school. Each to their own and everything. I just think it matters if we get the right. It's not, because remember, it's not the teachers, it's the up above, the stuff that they put in place. If it can just go back a bit more holistic, and they can do, and it changes in a way. You know what I mean? But they may be keeping them off school now for that bit because they're changing stuff. So that's all I mean. It doesn't mean certain systems are bad. It's just if they could be more holistic, more natural, looking kids at what they're really into, not what they've been told they should be into, and you've got to do this and this, when none of us have probably used it anyway, because we all know it's indoctrination and all that sort of stuff. They need more things that they need to learn about living and stuff like that. But but like I said, the right things will come in, because I believe that's what's coming anyway, over time. And when we get all this crap out of the way, the most important things is these kids being brought into sort of our civilization from down there, and all that sort of stuff, with the healing, with all that sort of stuff. Lots of people are going to need the healing from everything. The truth, basically, it's not a nice thing to hear, but the truth will set you free. But we, like I say, we're not dwelling in the past of what's happened with all this nefarious stuff. There's no point. What's the point? We've got to be aware of it and go, yes, this is what happened, but now we change the future. We rewrite it all. We take it back to the good it was meant to be, instead of what they tried to do and bring us all down, basically, all of humanity. People make out in spirituality that half of this isn't real. Well, it is real. It is real. But you can still do all your, positive thinking and higher vibrations because there's all that attached to it and everything. But it is real, and there's got to be people that do talk about it. You lots are living in a sacred chakras, but laugh out loud, control your mind. Well, there's a lot of people living in the lower chakras, and they need to rise it up here. Talked about stuff like that on here. Guess dark eyes is because they are kept underground. Yeah, dark eyes. If you think about it, and that's why it's taking longer because the pressure down there anyway would be like coming out the abyss, wouldn't it? If you think about it. You think about the film, Dark Crystal, the little fairy things that were down there with the dark eyes. I know that sounds daft. USA, yeah, whoop, whoop. At the end of the day, Dark Crystal says a lot. It's about that union getting back together. It's about the mystics and skeptics getting back together, that evil and the good, because there's both parts of that in all of us, but really it's about being a good person. So I'm going to go because I know this is going to die. I hate to be this way, but why do you have to be so... Oh, I thought you were going to... Oh, thank you. I thought you were going to say something else. Like, what? Yeah. Well, not lived. They've been kept under there as slaves, basically. What's the underground business? Where the kids have been kept? Child trafficking? Sex slaves, whatever, they've been kept underground. So when they've been saying they're going in rescuing the children, it's taking time. People are moaning, why isn't this on? Why we're not seeing this? Why we're in lockdown? Lockdown's more than people know. The kids are kept in underground. Think of Epstein's Island. It wasn't the place, it was underground and underground there. When they've gone down for the kids and they tried to bring them up, a lot of them, like lungs and things, probably would have exploded because you think about it's like being underwater, the pressure. These kids have never seen daylight. So when people start moaning about how quick this needs to be done, it's like check yourself and realise what's been going on. All of this is what Trump was going for. It's very multidimensional, it's very layered, but one of the biggest things they're going for is the kids. Say what you want about Trump, but he never went past that line. He never stepped over that red line with the children and the paedophilia and where they've kept them and what they do to them underground. That's what people are going to have a hard time realising if you don't know. And this is where the healing needs to come in. Not just for us, the people. I've had to detach myself from this. I don't, you can go down the rabbit holes, you just don't stay there. You come away from it. I'm aware, but not only do we, the people, need to heal and we need to help pick other people heal, the children need to heal. Some are disformed and everything, so we will not want to see. No, people won't want to see, but this is why Q said you're gonna be shown. It's your choice to look, obviously, because at the end of the day, you're not going to believe it unless you see it. It doesn't mean you have to be constantly looking at it. I'm aware of it. I've seen bits and bobs. I don't need to look at a load of stuff, but obviously when the good thing comes out about how people are being healed and the kids are being healed, that's going to be a beautiful thing, and people will want to be a part of that. Proper doctors and nurses and healers and all that sort of stuff, and teachers that can teach the real stuff, not the bullshit we're told, real stuff about life, this, that and the other. That's what I believe. So the new world we're going into is a lot of healing needs to be done as well. No, you don't have to see, you know what I mean? But be aware that it is real, because you will see snippets of things, you will hear things, because the world is going to see what's going on. Because some people say before I go, why do people need to know? You need to know so it doesn't get swept under the carpet, because that's what's always happened with these secret societies. The truth will set you free no matter how much it hurts. Even people now, there'll be a lot of truths coming up in you that are bubbling up, and probably you have to look at yourself, and the truth hurts sometimes, even about yourself. We're learning as we go. So yeah, so I'm going to go before this goes off, but like I said, come across all this with Q and stuff like that. It's nothing I don't know, but I'm just watching the show and watching everyone wake up. That's what I'm loving about the whole thing. Even if they've woke up in a bit of anger, we normally do. But it's not about anger. It's not about repeating the past and getting all violent. It's about, right, well, what's the solution? Getting angry, going violent doesn't bring a solution. See you later, Dolly. Hope you're having... Yeah, I hope it's warm and everything, but I'm going to go and chill out now. And like I said, I'm glad Charlie Ward said that about Austin, because he is not Q. Just for the people who might come over and go, no, it's not Q. Oh, you're eating cheese and grapes. But yeah, like I said, keep your frequencies high. Don't dwell in the bad stuff. Be aware. Don't dwell in it. You'll be finding stuff out you might not have known about. Don't dwell in it. Do the things that make you happy, because they don't like people being happy, and all in a higher frequency, because that's what it's all about, higher frequency. But like I said, the fact that Trump's just mentioned Israel just makes me think, is that a marker? Israel for last? Woo! that means we're nearly getting there. Mainstream media will be brought down. You're going to see the truth in the end. He didn't seem to know. No, he didn't seem to know about Austin. I thought he did, but he said he didn't. But he sort of said, but he said the thing of, you wouldn't put yourself, basically said you wouldn't put yourself on there saying you were Q. That is not how Q works. You're just putting yourself up to be a target, basically. So if people think he is real and he's Q, what can I say? Obviously not researching. So yeah. Hein is 74, but yeah, America first and then the world, because that's how it works. So I'm gonna go because this is gonna go off in a minute. Just wanted to come on and just shout that out. But I was gonna say enjoy your weekend. What day is it? It's not even Friday, is it? I'll probably see you before Monday. I don't know. I know the mothership's down and oh dear me. But yeah, where we go one, we go all, exactly. Get your popcorn in and watch the greatest show ever that you've ever seen, the greatest blockbuster ever, real blockbuster. And you're a part of it if you've been watching and, do anything. Where we go one, we go all, keep the vibes high. It's going down. It definitely is wrong, Weaver. That's why I've just said Trump's mentioned Israel. We all know what that means. Boom. Shit's about to hit the fan. Yeah. Oh, I'll be on here soon as anything's, I'll be like, blah, blah. Hi, yo, holo. JJ, hi, Dolly, lost my old channel. Oh, really? I'm just going now as well because it's going to go off. So I will see you very soon. So yeah, keep your vibes up and where we go, when we go all. Bye. No, nothing can stop what's coming. Bye.